I've just had an email through inviting me for a one-on-one coffee break with the CEO, head of GB of my company.
They also said that even after restrictions are eased, they anticipate that majority of people will continue working from home. Just finished my final statistics tutorial and I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I'm on my own now, you know. I just got to do practice questions and revise until the exam now because I've finished all of the statistics content. We finished off with a bit of Bayes' credibility theory, calculating credibility factors, you know, deciding how credible some data is and how much weighting should be put on it. Big shout out to my tutor because she was so helpful and explained things so clearly throughout my tutorials, and actually I think my tutorials have dragged me through my statistics content. I think without them I would not have been keeping up with all of the chapters work. I would have just been getting bogged down with the earlier chapters. Here's little Buster. Oh no, he just gave me a little lick. I have to say though, my tutorials, right, I've had 8 of them and they're all about 3.5 hours long, and that is enough for me. Like, concentrating for 3.5 hours straight with only a 10-minute break in the middle is actually, it's at the limits. Hello everyone, so I am back at my desk. I'm actually logged onto my work computer just because I've got a catch-up call scheduled with someone who is also in my team. Hi. Okay, I have just had my catch up with one of my colleagues, which was nice. My company has a buddy system basically where we get buddied up with a grad from the year before when we start. It's nice to have someone to check in with when you're working from home because otherwise you just kind of work and work and work. I'm actually feeling a lot better because I just chatted to my colleague about typing up maths and equations in Microsoft Word in the exams and how I was worried I was going to be so slow and I haven't practiced enough, and she was like, don't worry, I didn't start practicing until 2 weeks before her maths exams last year and they went fine and she passed. So I feel like it's doable and that I'm starting practicing typing them up with plenty of time to spare. It's 1 over n times 1 over n minus 1. Yes, that's c over n factorial exponential large operator. I won't lie, I'm not having a fun time. Really not having a fun time. I have been trying to type out equations and I am realising how much I hate equation editor in Word. It is taking me so long to even get through questions. I haven't even finished a question yet and I swear I've been doing these questions for a while. I'm like, look, all I've done is typed out a couple of lines here. Here's another question too, all these gamma functions and products. That's just not fun to have to type into Word. And to everyone who's commented on previous videos saying, why don't you use LaTeX? And there's now a LaTeX function in Microsoft Word. That is sadly against the rules. I don't know why. It's probably because they think not everyone has access to the latest version of Word which has LaTeX in it and they want to make it fair or something. I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is go online and see if I can find any model answers where people have typed out their answers so I can see how they're laying out and what notation they're using. So in the tutorial company answers, instead of using like the actual Greek letter theta, they've just typed out THETA, for example, and for X bar, they don't write X bar, they just write X BAR, but it's just not nice to look at. But I guess that's quicker than using equation editor. I have now made a plan that for my last assignment, I am doing it in Microsoft Word, whereas for all of my previous assignments, I'd done them by hand just because I was getting used to the content and I was going to cross the bridge of typing it up in Word later. No. My plan is to do this final assignment in Word because this assignment is going to get marked so I can get feedback on my notation in Microsoft Word. I'm just going to do the most easy notation possible, even if it's not the most slickest notation, and then the marker can tell me if that's not good enough. The dog is literally going crazy downstairs. I'm gonna get back to it. Hello vlog, today has taken an exciting turn and I'm in the car and I'm just driving around the corner with my dad because I'm delivering a birthday card for my friend. It is here. Just an exciting evening getting out the house in the car for a good 2 minutes to deliver a card. The delivery is done and I've just spent some time down in the lounge chatting to my mum and sister, but I'm suddenly feeling a bit worried this evening because I've just got so much to do. So I have just ticked off deliver card because I have delivered the card. I now want to order a spare camera battery. That is what I've been meaning to do for ages. Sis?
I'm leaving.
Why do you have a massive gift card balance on here?
Don't use it.
Okay, I'm not. Basically, my sister's Amazon account has a like £58 Amazon gift card on it. And I mean, the camera battery is £59, which is quite a lot for a camera battery. And this gift card would conveniently cover all of that. But I'll be good and I won't use her gift card. I'm just ticking things off on my reminder app, by the way. What was I going to do next? I was going to message the Malk21 group chat, and that is the group chat I have with all of my uni friends that I lived with in 3rd year, because we lived in Malcolm Street 21. I've messaged my uni group chat to basically say, can we set a week that hypothetically we'd go away on holiday later this year? I don't know whether it's going to be possible. I don't know what the situation is going to be like COVID wise, and our holiday would definitely still be somewhere in the UK. Currently the UK government are saying 21st of June, no more restrictions. So it's looking like a holiday could be possible, a bit of a reunion with my uni friends, which would be really nice, and we've been speaking about it, but I think it would be good to set a week in advance because I have to book time off work quite far in advance. So for my business finance module, I've actually been watching videos on an online classroom, and that's what I'm going to do this evening. I want to just get through however many videos there are. It's probably only half an hour's worth of videos, I think. I'll probably highlight my course notes alongside doing that and try and make some of it sink in. I did go through some of the account stuff, familiarise myself with what a statement of profit or loss looks like, and the balance sheet, the accounting equation, assets equals equity plus liabilities, and now I am satisfied that I have made the most of my study day. Tomorrow morning I have a tea break call with one of my colleagues, but it's at 9 AM. And the fact that it's called a tea break really kind of indicates that I should be working before that, because otherwise it's just not a break. Also, my uni friends responded to my message about setting a week aside for our summer trip, if it can go ahead. And yeah, it's looking good. It's looking like we might make some more solid plans soon, so that should the circumstances arise in which we can reunite and have a fun summer trip, then we can just go for it and everyone's free. I'm gonna try not get my hopes up though, because we all know this pandemic is very unpredictable, and honestly holidays would be a luxury too. I just want all of my friends and family to get through this pandemic in one piece. I'm gonna get in my pajamas and go to bed now. Recently, I don't know what's happened to me, but I've just started staying up later and later and later. For some reason, whatever reason in the last few weeks, I've just been tempted to stay up later and later watching trash TV, and it just makes me tired the next day. So this evening, I am vowing to get straight in my pajamas and go straight to bed. Right, is pancakes and orange juice not the best way to start your day? Yeah. Hello everybody, I'm having a coffee break. How's it been going? Well, it's been going okay, to be honest. Like, I'm having quite a lot of fun because I've got quite a lot of varied tasks today. I think I'm just feeling a lot happier with work because it's eased off a bit since January, which is good because January was really hectic. It's like the busiest time of year for the team that I'm in. This morning I have just been doing a technical review of a colleague's work. Basically, it's someone else who works on the same project team as me, and she's made changes to a file, and I just need to go through and check all the formulae in the file and how it's linking up different files and make sure that the numbers we're putting through are correct. It actually took quite a while though. It was dealing with the effect of exchange rates on our numbers, and it just took a little bit of thinking to understand the logic that we are taking. This afternoon I'm going to be looking through various wordy documents with lots of information on various insurance classes of business and terms of contracts. A lot of it is kind of interesting to see all the variation you get across the industry and like the effect of the market. The day is off to a smooth start. Hello, I am quite tired. It's been quite a full-on day since I last spoke to you. I put some makeup on as well at around lunchtime because I had a call this afternoon that I knew quite a number of people would be on, and I just thought I should make an effort with my face for once. I'm gonna have to work a bit later this evening as well because I had to take some time out for another call this afternoon, but that's okay. I'm in the swing of the work now. I've got a spreadsheet up right here. Oh, have I got everything done I want to get done today? No, but will I get it done before dinner time? Probably. I think I'm gonna go for another 2 hours-ish and then call it a day. Oh my god, this is like the third time I want to say that Excel has crashed on me today. And it's always this same file. This file has an issue, I swear. That's so annoying. Oh, I think I saved it 2 minutes ago. Oh, thank goodness. Here we have garlic and herb chicken breasts. It's just a ready meal, so, you know, I'm making a fuss about it, but actually, it's not that tricky what I'm doing. I just gotta put this on a tray and put it in the oven. Look at me cooking. I think it is probably quite bad that I've reached the age of 22 and I can't cook properly. But the thing is, I've just never had a reason to learn. And my plan is actually, when I actually get into an office, there's a canteen at my company's office, so I could just literally eat at the canteen at lunchtime. It would be more pricey than cooking for myself, for sure, but maybe worth it for a more chilled evening.
Good morning everybody. So I've just been sitting here this morning, you know, going about my daily business, logging on, getting on with my work as usual, your normal bog standard day. And now, guess what's just happened? I've just had an email through inviting me for a one-on-one coffee break with the CEO, head of GB of my company. Oh my god. And guys, my company is not small, it is a big company, and this guy is he's the top dog. This is wild, honestly. So basically, I am signed up to this coffee randomizer thing that my company does. The idea of the randomizer is you kind of meet people who work in different segments of the business, and it's actually designed for young people to sign up to as well. But obviously this head guy, CEO guy, heard about it and was like, I want to join in on the coffee randomizer. And I've just had an email saying I have been randomly picked. Oh my god, it's a 30-minute call. A 30-minute call. I'm quite excited, actually. Getting the opportunity to speak to someone like that, he's crazy successful, right? I was panicked at first, and slightly shocked. I'm the little rat at the bottom of the chain who does all of the little work in the insurance consulting side of things and does a bit of data processing and is completely new to it. And this guy is like the CEO. I've actually been in the same room as this guy once when I was on my internship. It was my first day and all of the interns from across the company and the country all had this induction day together, and this head guy made an appearance. And then they were going on afterwards about how we need to be prepared at any moment if we bump into him in an elevator to give an elevator pitch. And I feel like this is my opportunity to do an elevator pitch. I'm reeling. I'm actually reeling.
Hey, so I've calmed down a bit from... Oh, I wasn't talking to you, Siri.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I wasn't talking to you.
If you like.
Yeah, I've calmed down from this morning's excitement of my coffee randomizer invite, and yeah, been getting my work done. Now it's lunchtime. I've got a sandwich and some crisps, but I'm at my desk because I am listening to a talk over lunchtime. My company often runs these kind of educational talk things over lunchtimes. For starters, they're good to attend because you can learn something about a niche area of insurance or the business that the company does. And the other reason they're good is that to be a member of the IFOA, the Institute and Faculty of Actuaries, you have to complete a certain number of learning hours each year. I don't actually know what they're called and I don't know much about it. I probably need to look into it more because every year you need to submit evidence that you have been putting time into learning and development. And that continues even after you qualify, but I just have to complete the IFOA student requirements this year. But these sessions are a good way to do it. So I am finished with work now. I actually called my uni friends up this evening because we have more or less weekly virtual coffee breaks at the moment. Not that they're really a coffee break anymore because most of the time we are calling at like 5 PM when everyone's finished with work. Plan now is to have my dinner because I smell pizza. Another day, another dollar, guys. Here we go again. I am just logging on for my Friday work. Oh gosh, I'm not sure I can make that. I have a clash in my calendar basically. One thing is more important than the other, but the less important thing I really wanted to go to. I don't know whether to ask to move it again because the more important thing is with someone who is like really busy, and I know they have trouble probably fitting this into their schedule. So I don't want to be ungrateful that they've managed to slot me in somewhere, but also it clashes with this session I wanted to go to. Hello, so it's nearing lunchtime and this morning's gone okay, you know. I'm in quite high spirits. My tummy is rumbling, so food is going to be necessary soon. Had a meeting with my line manager this morning. Told her about my meeting with the head of GV CEO person and she was like, wow. So, you know, we had a bit of a brainstorm on what the conversation topics can be for this coffee break, which by the way, I don't know when it's going to be yet. I haven't even had a date put in the diary yet. Although, talking of coffee breaks, I messaged the graduates group chat that we have just to say, anyone fancy reviving our coffee break on Monday? Because we're all working from home, it's worked out that I haven't spoken to any of the other graduates who joined the company with me since before Christmas. And that's quite sad. The graduates are all kind of in the same position as me. We're all in the first year of a job and we're all sitting exams for the first time soon. And yeah, so I sent this message and I had a really positive response. Like everyone responded really quickly, like, yes, let's do it. I'm like, oh, you know when you haven't spoken to people for a while and you start thinking, oh yeah, no, they probably wouldn't want to catch up with me. So I'm just pleased I reached out because I think sometimes it just takes that one person to initiate something and organise something, and then it just makes everyone a little bit happier because otherwise we're all just really bored and lonely in lockdown. Oh my goodness me, I've got loads of errors coming up on my spreadsheet. Right, I'm gonna finish working on this spreadsheet, take a lunch break, take my dog for a walk. Good evening. So I've made it to the end of the week. I've submitted my timesheet, I've logged off. It is now the evening. We had an email come out today basically saying what plans are for office reopenings. They are obviously remaining closed to the majority of people while restrictions are still in place, and of course I expected that. So until the 21st of June at least, the office will remain closed to all colleagues who can feasibly work from home. And I get it, you know, as much as I'd like to be in an office and having that interaction with people and also the easier learning experience by being in an office, I also know that it's well worth the sacrifice of being at home for preventing the spread of this virus. But what worried me in the email that was sent out today was they also said that even after restrictions are eased, they anticipate that majority of people will continue working from home. And they didn't say much more than that. And I mean, I don't know what that means, whether the company plans to reduce office spaces in the long term and permanently have lots of people working from home, or whether they're just saying it's going to take some time to get everyone back into the office after restrictions ease and people just won't be back in immediately, but they do plan to get people back in. I don't know, but it just sounded worrying to me, as in they might just be happy leaving people working from home for a very long time, even when lockdown is eased. One of the big reasons I opted for this career path was that you worked in an office surrounded by lots of other people who you can interact with every day, and my thoughts were that academia and research would be really isolating. But now I'm wondering, like, are all jobs just going to be really isolating from now on? Is that the new normal? A little bit worried about what's going to happen post-pandemic, but I suppose it's out of my control and we can only play it by ear, and it might be a long time before lockdown gets eased anyway. Other than that, it's been an okay day. It's just another day of lockdown. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you guys for watching. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel, follow my Instagram, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye. Thank you.